Alright, 1988 F250 with 351 engine. So I've been having this issue where the heat won't blow hot air through the dash. The climate control is not blowing hot. And as you can see, I've got to the heater core and all that good stuff. But it's not, I'm getting air coming through here, but it's not blowing good, and it's definitely not blowing hot. And I'm also having a problem where the truck is overheating, or maybe just running hot, but it's not running to temp. And as you can see, I put new radiator hoses. It's got a new radiator in it, water pump, thermostat, all the goodies. I've tried to go through pretty much everything. The only coolant problem I have is the timing cover leaking, which it's not a bad leak. It's not gushing out. There's a pool there, but it doesn't lose very much coolant over that. I know some air could be getting into the system over that, but it's not doing too bad. So I decide that I'm gonna flush the cooling system, try to get the air out of it, which, I just put some tape on the end of this funnel. Duct tape probably work better. You could use a pop bottle if you wanted to, but you stick it in there, you get it tight down in there. And when it's tight down in there, you'll start the truck up, let it run. And when it's running, if you got air in there, you'll see bubbles start coming out of here. Well, I had plenty of bubbles in there. So after purging the truck, starts running good to temp, but I'm still not getting heat through the vents up here. So I'm thinking, well, what the hell? The heater core isn't leaking. I mean, if it is leaking, it's a very minor leak. It's kind of nasty, but it overall looks pretty good. And when I wasn't getting heat, I didn't have all this off, so I take the panel off. When I do that, I put my hand up to the heater core with the truck running all the way hot, and it's so hot that it almost burns my hand. So why am I not getting heat to my vents? Well, when you look in there, I don't know if you can see very well, but when you look in there, there's a huge rat's nest back there, or at least there was. So there's a rat's nest back there blocking the blower motor door. So you don't want to take the heater core out and drain all your antifreeze out. Nobody wants to do that. That's not fun. So what do? You come over here and you remove the blower motor. And all it is just that one plug in there with that hose. And over here, it looks like that. That's the plug in. Hose goes on that piece. And it's 4 bolts. And you get it out. And when you get it out, if your situation is anything like mine, you're going to look in there, the trusty camera phone with the light on. And when you look in there, it's not going to look clean like that. It's going to have a big-ass rat's nest blocking your heater door, which is exactly what I had. And that was the problem leading me to not have heat at the vents. So if you're got skinny hands like I do, you might be able to reach in there, pull some of it out. You're going to have to try to reach in there and get some of it out. Unless you have a really powerful shop vac or possibly air hose, I would recommend using a shop vac over an air hose. I didn't use an air hose. Don't know how that works out. But yeah, you take that rat's nest out, and when you do, the door that allows the heater core air to be flowed by the blower motor will be more free to open, and it won't be packed up. Still got some stuff in there, but 10 times better than it looked before I made the video. I wish I would have made the video before I got into it, but you get the gist. And pretty much this is what you'll get out of there if you got a rat's nest in there. I know it's nasty and I'm touching it, but yeah, that's not good. That'll keep your heat from working. So if you're unlucky and you've replaced the heater core, you've went through the dash, You're looking at the blend doors. Don't look at all that. Come over here and check and make sure that your ducts are clean, because if your ducts aren't clean and if they're clogged up, you'll never get heat. It doesn't matter if you replace everything in the truck. You'll have to replace the heater box if you don't clean it out. So I just wanted to make this video because there's not many videos out there that point you right in the direction on these trucks, and they're old. This truck sat in a field for I don't know how long before my dad got it, 15 years ago, and he let it sit for 5 years before I got it. So, when they sit and mice have the chances to get in them, it's not good for them. And you might have that issue where it ends up blocking your heater ducts and you're out here in below freezing weather trying to figure out why your heat doesn't work. But once you get it working, you feel a lot better. So I just wanted to make this video, and hopefully, it helps somebody out. If it doesn't help anybody out, then, just help me. But like I say, check that, and if you have that back there, clean it out. All should be well.